Married life in Brisbane Town, everyone. It's time for the Billy Jack troops. Well, it's come to my attention around town. Some men and women are very unhappy with their lives. Married men, married women. And the single folks too, but I think they got it good. Here's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing that a lot of men are getting sick and tired of their wives fooling around. You can see my video about it and here on the channel. On the other hand, Brisbane is the greatest city in the world for married couples, so I think it's okay. You see my video about that. And leave your comments, let me know what you think. Now it's come to my attention that there is another problem here now in this internet day and age that we live in now. Now, if it wasn't for a friend of mine who has a very computer-minded son, I wouldn't even be here on the internet talking to you like I am. I'm very lucky to be here talking to you. He helped me buy this computer. I got a good deal. I paid like around $5,000 for this state-of-the-art computer here, and the microphone and internet modem and everything. And now I'm talking to you through the magic of the internet. And I like talking to you because typing is difficult for me. I haven't done it for many years, decades even, using typewriters and such, and typing is too difficult, and the technical stuff is difficult. So I record this audio and I get it produced into this video, and then it gets put into the YouTube for me. Now, the interesting thing is today with this computer day and age is there a lot of pornography on the internet. And a lot of people are saying, why would you spend any time on the pornos when you can't beat the real thing? I mean, there ain't no doubt about it, you can't. But if you are a heterosexual male, or a female for that matter, or something else, they have other categories these days, with the experience and a strong sex drive, please listen to this and let me know your thoughts below. You know, when I was a young lad, I remember once I went to Jersey City and I was playing Baccarat, and there was a beautiful lady. I mean, she must have been 10 out of 10, walked straight past. I have no idea whether she was a hooker or not, but she could have made billions. She'd be richer than Donald Trump if she'd done that. And I basically turned to the guy next to me, who was a doctor, I think, middle-aged guy, liked to gamble and play cards and dice. And he used to come down to Jersey City from somewhere up in Connecticut. But anyway, yeah, Connecticut. And he used to say to me, look, I used to see him there a lot, and I said, damn, Roger, that's a good-looking woman. Look at that. And he said, look, Billy, I don't care how good-looking she is. You know, I've been there, done that, and out there's some guy working his ass off who is sick of her, you know what. And I thought, what? How could you say that? I mean, she's beautiful. Wouldn't you just dream of spending one night with her, let alone 365 nights a year? But I have to say that he's right. There's a lot of advantages to looking at the pornos as opposed to, for a lot of people, this is what I'm hearing out there. Now, I don't believe in this myself, but that's what I hear from you folks out there, as opposed to having a steady wife or girlfriend or whatever you got and having sex with them. Now, you know, the problem is that, the problem is that a lot of people now are just looking at pornos and they ain't marrying anyone. And I think this is going to be a real problem for our society when people ain't having kids. And, people with the house prices, look at my videos on it in Brisbane Town here. They're crazy, friends. I think in the last 30 or 40 years, house prices have increased 1,650% or something like that, which is just insane. It's like Brisbane has gone from being very cheap to something that's more expensive than any other city in the world. Well, that's what you pay for living in the greatest city in the world, friends. But hey, that's a lot. So a lot of people ain't getting married and ain't settling down with a house till much later in life. And so what's going to happen with this? What do you think, friends? Do you think pornography is more satisfying than having a steady girlfriend overall in terms of what it costs you? And what do you think? Look at a guy like the Beatles. What's his name? The famous musician from the Beatles. He married a lady without a leg. Cost him several $1,000,000. If he had flown in a private jet, he probably has one. Because he is a Beatles. The Beatles were the greatest. But you got to understand, you don't realize it, but I was there, and the Beatles were the biggest thing in the world. You can't imagine how big they were. They were bigger than the moon astronauts at the time. They were heroes, and they were unlocked them, and they had more money than you could poke a stick at. They had more money than Fort Knox, these guys, and so he probably has a private jet now, even decades later. But and he married that rich woman too, so there you go. But the problem is that he probably could have flown in his private jet to Bogota, Colombia every single day and hired 10 or 20 of the best-looking hookers in the whole city and partied with them all night long, and it still would have been cheaper for him to do it. Now, y'all can't do that, I know, because you got real jobs and you don't make money like them Beatles did, but you can make a decision. You think it's better, this pornography culture that's developing, or do you think it's evil? Because it wasn't around 40 years ago. It was underground. Now it's all legal. What do you think, friends? Real relationship versus pornography. Let Billy Jack know the truth below. Please rate, subscribe, share this video with your friends, your married friends, and your single friends around Brisbane Town. I want to see your comments. I'm pleased to be able to speak to you on this very important topic for our society in this internet age in which we live. Okay, friends, please leave your comments below. Let Billy Jack know the truth below. Bye for now.